thermometer for the pot. I need this shit cooked right. Let's keep that water 400 degrees Fahrenheit.
Welcome everyone to Podcast 69 South, where we cuss and discuss true crime, cold cases, current events, and hot topics, along with our state of society today. This is your trigger warning. Our podcast content is produced for adult listeners 18 years of age and older. We discuss situations that may be offensive and triggering to some listeners. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of 69 South. I hope you're doing good. I'm Chop, your host, and with me, as always, is my beautiful co-host, Julie. How are you doing today?
I'm amazing, and we got an exciting story to tell.
Every time I say welcome back, I think of the Welcome Back Carter thing. Welcome back. You remember that show?
Vaguely.
Man, that was a cool-ass show. Today, we're talking about Mr. Patrick Rubeck. He is in a bunch of shit, and he's kind of a creepy motherfucker, if you ask me.
He's in some hot water, and you know what? He was a grade under me in school.
He was?
Yeah, and his sister was in my grade. So I know who he is.
Well, Mr. Rubeck was driving around, living it up. What he didn't know was he had warrants for his arrest, and he was rolling around just big pimping in his BMW X5, and law enforcement run his plates and seen that he had a warrant for his arrest. So on October 27th, 2025, about 12:13 a.m., the law enforcement was alerted that the individual with warrants was driving westbound from 96th Street and Hazeldale Parkway and was operating the 2016 BMW bearing registration blah, blah, blah. Due to the registered owner of the vehicle showing to be wanted, the officer conducted an investigative stop in the area of 96th Street. After the officers confirmed the accused was wanted, a tow inventory search was completed for the vehicle.
Now, while the tow inventory search was being completed, the officer located a white powdery substance. The substance was found in a location in which the accused was present and over which the accused had exclusive possession and control. More specifically, the clear plastic baggie containing the white powdery substance was located inside the center console. Additionally, a red straw containing a white powdery residue was located by the officer on the driver's side floorboard between the driver's seat and the door.
I wonder if dude was swerving all over the place trying to find a straw down on the floorboard.
Now, the officer had the following training and experience in the investigation of controlled substances, and he had completed Tier 1 training at the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy along with prior drug investigation. So based upon his training and experience, he was able to identify the powdery substance as cocaine.
What if he took his fingers, stuck in the bag, and tasted it, like they did in the movies?
No, he did not.
Well, dude's got a pretty good eye just to look at a white powdery substance and be like, oh, yeah, that's that yayo. You ever see the old movies, how the cops would take their pinky and they stick it in the bag and taste it? Oh, yeah, that's cocaine. You're going to jail.
No.
Oh.
Well, like Street Kings or some old
like Scarface, like man. Come on.
Oh, Scarface.
Yeah.
So the clear plastic baggie containing the white powdery substance did test positive for cocaine. The cocaine weighed approximately 1.74 grams. Further, the following enhancing circumstances apply to this offense. The accused committed the offense while in possession of a firearm. Specifically, the accused was in possession of a black Ruger .380 caliber handgun. So, based upon the training and experience of the officer, it goes back to the plastic straw was used as the tool to introduce a controlled substance into the accused's body, more specifically cocaine. Now, the accused knew of the presence of the substance and the paraphernalia because the items were located where the accused had sole possession. Furthermore, the accused admitted to the sergeant that he, quote, buys white, end quote, which is a common slang term for cocaine.
Yeah, I'd be buying that white, man. Yeah, what of it?
Shut up.
He had 1.74 grams. Is that what it said?
Is that a lot?
That's about one line less than a teenager.
What's that?
A teenager? It's half of an 8-ball.
Anyway.
Basically, it's a 16th, so people call it a teenager. I've heard. I mean, basically, I had to do some research on this, but the reason they call an 8-ball is because it's an eighth of an ounce. Not like you're shooting a game of pool. So, a half of an eighth of an ounce would be a 16th. So I guess they just shortened up the name for a teenager. There's your drug lesson for the day. I wonder if, like, getting caught with a little bit of cocaine or drugs, does that enhance the charges in Indiana, or is it just is it a separate
when it's
charge?
with the firearm?
Right.
Well, prosecutors often pursue enhancements or additional counts when drugs and firearms are found together, as this is viewed as an aggravating circumstance indicating a potential for violence or trafficking.
So it's basically up to the prosecutor. Mm-hmm. It's like the kind of where they stack the charges on and then they get the plea bargain down on some bullshit like we see a lot in these cases.
Yeah, it happens a lot like that. But anyway, so he didn't know he had a warrant out, and he had a warrant out for 12 days. And when we get into why he had what he did to get these charges, it's kind of crazy. It makes you think, wow, what was this guy doing?
Well, from the sound of it, he was doing some creepy ass shit. So let's get right into it because it's good.
So this dates back to April 23rd of 2025. Around 12:30 in the middle of the day, an officer with Lawrence Police Department was radio dispatched to an address out in Lawrence on a harassment report. Upon arrival, the officer met with the victim, who advised that she believes her ex-boyfriend, identified as Patrick Rubeck, who she has an active protection order against, continues to make fake social media accounts of her, specifically on Instagram, under the name of Emma Nim. And then there's another name, but it's a vanity name that's close to the victim's actual name, which contained a photo of her in the profile photo. Now, the victim advised Patrick Rubeck is sending intimate videos and pictures he would only have under the account to friends she has under her Instagram account. The victim advised she did not give Patrick Rubeck permission to record, use, and or release any intimate footage of her, and believes he had a hidden camera in his bedroom.
It must have been some like that revenge porn shit because he must have been pissed off at her. She had a protective order against him. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. So on April 22nd, 2025, at approximately 17:51 hours, Officer Caleb Pointer was also dispatched to the same address for a violation of a protective order. Upon arrival to the address stated above, Officer Pointer contacted the caller, being the victim. The victim informed Officer Pointer that she has received packages from who she believes to be from Patrick Rubeck. The victim informed Officer Pointer that she believes that they are from him because he has reached out on random social media accounts under different names and left subtle hints. One of the packages had a card with a name typed in it. Officer Pointer took photos of the package and the card with his department-issued body-worn device.
Now, these are just 2 days, 1 day apart, so it's happening consistently. She had to call on the 22nd, and she had to call on the 23rd.
So he's steadily harassing her, making up fake profiles, hitting her up, calling her, sending her packages in the mail. This dude sounds like he's an obsessive-ass dude.
Now, Officer Harris advised the victim to notify the platforms of the social media companies of and the accounts that were fraudulent. The victim advised she has and that they removed them, then another is being created. Officer Harris asked the victim if she has had contact with Patrick Rubeck, and she advised no, that she hasn't. Detective Sharp spoke with the victim on April 24th, 2025, and she further explained that she was notified of the most recent Instagram account pretending to be her. Shortly before she made her police report on April 23rd, she said that a friend from her real Instagram account reached out to her by sending screenshots that he had taken in communication between himself and the fake account, pretending to be the victim. This is when she saw this profile and that it had a similar name she uses on Snapchat, and it had a photo of her in the profile picture. In the screenshots sent to her by her friend, it showed that the fake account began communication with her friend asking blonde or brunette ? Then sent a video that appeared to have been zoomed in with a female giving oral sex to a male. Now, the victim's friend believed the female in the video was the victim. The victim's friend replied, confronting the person by asking them why they are pretending to be the victim. They replied, "I'm her. I can't help it if I fuck girls BF or 2 or 20. The victim told Detective Sharp that she saw the video that was sent from the fake account to her friend, and she said that it was her in the video and that she didn't know that it was taken of her.
Boy, I bet she was like shell shocked. Like, what the fuck?
Can you imagine how violated you would, just any person would feel if somebody sending videos out like that of them?
Sent you a screenshot of you from an Instagram account of you in a sexual private position that should not have been out there, or you didn't even know was out there. Oh man, that'd be fucked up. The victim further stated that she has received 2 Amazon deliveries that she didn't order, and she believes they are from Patrick Rubeck. The first package was a snack care package that include Razzle gum candy delivered to her former address that she lived at during the school year on an address in Indianapolis. The second package she received was on April 22nd, 2025, to her parents' address on another address in Indianapolis, where she currently lives. That package was a box of 4 red preserved roses that contained a note from Patrick Rubeck.
The victim additionally supplied Detective Sharp text messages and a screenshot of a sex video that were sent to her that was from communication between her and Patrick Rubeck in late 2024, possibly in the fall. Detective Sharp observed in the screenshot of the video that she shared was Patrick Rubeck having sex with the victim and Patrick Rubeck looking toward the camera. In the text message, the victim told Patrick that she didn't give him permission to do that, with him replying, "It's my home. You don't have to." And, quote, "Wonder why I knew you were on some weird shit," end quote. And then, now you know.
That's like some taunting ass, I got this video, I could blackmail your ass type shit.
Or extortion.
Extortion, or maybe if you call the police and tell them that I'm trying to get at you after this protective order has went through, then I'm going to share this shit on social media and put your ass on blast. What a dirty motherfucker, though, man. You're in an intimate position and you got cameras set up in your house. He had this shit planned out from the gate, I believe.
That's some weird behavior right there.
That is weird shit behavior.
And I can only imagine, she felt like completely violated, scared. I mean, I couldn't imagine how I would feel if one of my friends sent me an Instagram picture of me in a compromising position like that an ex is sharing. That's cruel and evil.
Could you imagine how the poor girl felt when she had to show it to the law enforcement officers? Look, here's some evidence. I have to show it to you, but ugh.
She's just getting re-victimized over and over and over again.
That would just be so embarrassing to have to show a cop that.
Anybody.
And then he said, wonder why I knew you were on some weird shit. Now you know. I wonder, and then he said, it's my home. You don't have to. Wasn't you telling me the other day that Indiana was a one person, like if you're recording somebody, what did you call it?
Public. Like if you're out in a
Not
state.
a one party state, but you can record, not video record sexual shit, but like if you're on the phone with somebody, they call Indiana a one party state because like I can call you and as long as
you know you're recording it,
it's completely legal. See, that blew me away when you told me that.
It's different when it's that kind of content.
Well, absolutely.
Even if you're in somebody's home.
Yeah, that's completely a different story. I'm just saying. I wonder if he thought, oh, it's my house. It's going on in my house. It's my footage. He knew
better.
He was on some bullshit, not her. So the victim said that her sexual relationship with Patrick Rubeck occurred in 2024 for approximately 8 months. Detective Sharp spoke with the victim's friend, who also provided his Instagram account for investigative purposes, which was the Instagram account username, and it's the fake name, and the vanity name messaged him on. He said the profile photo was of a blonde female he didn't know, and then it was changed to a photo of the victim during his communication with them. He said that during the communication, the person sent him a zoomed-in video of the female giving oral sex to a man. The video showed the female's face give oral sex, and then he recognized the female to be the victim. He said he took screenshots of the communication and messaged his friend, the victim, the screenshots including the video.
You know what? I wonder if... So apparently the ex-girlfriend's not with him no more. I wonder if this was maybe a new boyfriend of hers, because it's a male that Patrick Rubeck is sending this stuff to. You know what I mean? I wonder if he's trying to send this shit to him to piss him off and get him to break up with her or not talk to her anymore. I'm just speculating.
Right.
But why would a guy be sending another guy
It must be
these
one
compromising images of this girl, unless, you know, they were like best friends or, you know, they were kind of in an intimate setting.
It's probably just one of her super good friends, and he knew that it would get straight to her, maybe.
That could be it, too.
He may have sent it out to a lot of people. And here's the thing, man. I mean, the victim knew it was her, obviously, because she was there when it was recorded. But these days, man, I've seen some AI make some crazy videos, and that you're going to see this shit start popping up everywhere, I think.
Now, on April 25th, 2025, Detective Sharp applied for and was granted a search warrant for the Instagram account with the fake name and the vanity name, which is close to the victim's name. That's why we're not going to say it. But Detective Sharp sent off the search warrant to Facebook and Instagram, and then he received those records back around May 6th. Detective Sharp reviewed the records received from Facebook and Instagram of the account with the vanity name and observed the name on the account was a fake name. Detective Sharp observed the vanity name on the account was changed multiple times during like the same day period, and then the account was deactivated on the same exact day. So this account was made just to mess with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just to send these messages out, send these images out, and, you know, intentionally inflict emotional distress on the victim.
He was probably sitting at home tweaked out, be like, oh, I'll get her ass back. Watch this shit.
Detective Sharp observed that an email added on the Instagram account was close to the victim's name, but it wasn't her actual email that she used. So Detective Sharp found the communication between the target Instagram account and the victim's friend's account from April 23rd, where the target account began the conversation with blonde or brunette, followed by the video of the victim giving oral sex. This coincides with what the friend told the detective.
We'll be right back.
Discover Rosie Posey's farm stand at 6082 East Hadley Road in Mooresville, Indiana. Home of the sourdough bagel bombs. Crafted with love, these bagel bombs burst with flavors like Asiago cheese, jalapeno pepper, blueberries and cream, and everything bagel. Their artesian sourdough loaves come in classic, chocolate chip, jalapeno cheddar, and garlic parmesan, just to name a few, and they are pure perfection and the best in the area. If you're craving some sweets, they have homemade cookie sandwiches and cookie dough and s'mores flavors delight. Grab a farm fresh flower bouquet from the iconic pink roadside stand and go follow Rosie Posey's farm stand on Facebook for daily menu items and availability. Visit Rosie Posey's for an unforgettable taste experience at 6082 East Hadley Road.
Detective Sharp also found in the target account the communication between it and the victim's real Instagram account provided by the friend to Detective Sharp, on which the victim said she communicated with the bogus account. The detective observed that the conversation started soon after the conversation with the victim's friend, which was after he told her about it. It began on April 23rd, 2025 at around 15:09 and 37 seconds. UTC-4 through approximately the same date at 16:08. Included in the communication was when the target Instagram account sent her a screenshot of the video slightly zoomed in and showing a full nude frontal of the female, including the face. The victim said it was her and that it was a screenshot of a video, and she recognized the background to be the room of Patrick Rubeck, which she said again she didn't know that the video was taken and she had not given him permission to take.
Now, Detective Sharp observed in the Instagram records 2 IP addresses with dates and times of activity. Which one lines up during the communication with the victim's friend and the victim? And the second IP address was from earlier in the same day. So from the IP address, blah, 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 they're a million letters long. There were following stamps which captured the time, and then it also captured actions that were taken, like they logged out, and then there was another timestamp, and then a media was uploaded to the account. A profile picture was changed. A profile picture was changed again. Now, through research, Detective Sharp found this IP address was a Verizon 5G home internet IP address. Another IP address was seen on the Instagram account used during the time of messaging the victim on Instagram, which was a big, long IP address, which was found to be a Verizon wireless. Detective Sharp observed in the Instagram return account that the last location for the mobile device using the account, dated on April 23rd, had a latitude and longitude. Now, Detective Sharp researched this location and found it was in the same multi-unit condo building that Patrick Rubeck lives at, more specifically, either at or next to his unit.
Detective Sharp applied for and was granted a search warrant for the Verizon for the 2 IP addresses by Judge Waymeyer on May 7, 2025. Detective Sharp sent off the search warrant to Verizon on May 7, 2025, and their records were returned to Detective Sharp, was sent to him on May 25, 2025. Detective Sharp found that the IP address was registered with Verizon and the subscriber being Patrick Rubeck with the home address of blah, blah, blah in Indianapolis, Indiana, and a phone number of 317 blank, blank, blah, blank, blank, which also happened to be the phone number that the victim supplied to Detective Sharp, and they confirmed it. The other IP addresses has no records found by Verizon. On May 27, 2025, Detective Sharp applied for and was granted a search warrant for the home of Patrick Rubeck. On May 29, 2025, at 8:30, detectives with the Lawrence Police Department executed the search warrant at the home of Patrick Rubeck. Detectives found that Patrick was not at home at the time of the Detective Sharp and called him to let him know that the search warrant was being done on his home. Detective Sharp asked him to respond to his home, and he could be told further of the reasoning of the investigation. Patrick did not respond to his home during the 2 hours the detectives were on scene. Detective Sharp, having seen the videos and screenshots referencing the investigation, along with the victim saying the video background was Patrick's bed, believed Rubeck's bedroom to be the place where the recordings were made. Detective Sharp observed across from the bed was a fireplace. Detective Sharp observed just above the gas fireplace opening was a mount that appeared to be for a smoke detector or a similar device where it would not be normally affixed at. The smoke detector or similar device was not located during the search of the home. Detective Sharp observed this would be the approximate height and direction from where the video would have been taken, which would show the bed and a lighted sign that was observed above the bed in the room and in the videos. Detective Sharp is aware of products available for purchases with hidden cameras inside fake smoke detectors. Also located in the bathroom on the bathroom counter in Patrick's bedroom was a GoPro camera with tape over the LED light on the front. On his bed was an Apple iPad that was powered on. Also, there was a camcorder in his nightstand, a Lenovo Chromebook on a chair in front of his bed, an Apple desktop from the loft outside the bedroom, and an Apple MacBook found in the living room, which were all collected and placed at the LPD. Damn, dude had recording devices and all kinds of cameras and shit everywhere.
I bet you he thought he was a OnlyFans content creator.
I bet he wanted to be. He was creating some content, all right, but I don't know if it was on Only. Hopefully they didn't put that shit on OnlyFans or not. So they found all this electronics bullshit with cameras and everything. That's crazy.
Oh, that's not all they found.
Oh, yeah? Well, what else they find?
Found in a closet in his bedroom was a black bag with concerning items inside this black bag. Contained in the bag was an Android burner phone, a door lock pick kit, listening device that is put against a wall or door to hear through.
I thought you could do that with a cup.
Night vision binoculars, standard binoculars, a large knife, tire spikes, multiple AirTags, foot booties, ball cap, sunglasses, fake police badge, flashlight, and bottles containing strong fake odors. Also found in the closet was a ballistics vest and military fatigues.
What do you think this dude was planning, man? A robbery, a murder? Is he pulling bitches over, man, trying to
What's a
do
strong
some weird
fake
shit?
odor? Fake, what do you mean? Fake, not real? Like, I mean, what do you mean strong fake odor?
I wonder if it was like chloroform or some shit they put over your face to knock you out.
I wonder, who knows? Tire spikes?
That's the shit they throw out in the middle of the road, like when police are having high-speed chase. Wouldn't that be a tire spike? The tire spikes?
Yeah, and it says like a large knife. That reminds me of that K-bar knife that Brian Koberger. Just when you say a large knife, that's what my brain goes to, like a big, large K-bar knife that Brian Koberger
that's like
used.
a marine issue knife, like a hunting knife. But he had
fake police, but was he pretending to be a cop or something?
Ballistic vest, military fatigues, foot booties. So he was thinking some shit out. He wasn't trying to leave no footprints, whatever he was planning out. That's some wild shit.
AirTags. I wonder what AirTags would be used for.
Multiple AirTags. I bet he was putting them on people's cars so he knew where they was. Maybe sliding the AirTag up underneath their fender or
A door lock pick kit.
I thought that shit was just on movies.
Wow. Well, also found in an open safe in the bedroom closet was a black zip-up cloth container for an unknown device. Contained in it was a user manual for a wall plug block with a hidden camera, manual for night vision binoculars, and a GPS tracking device. Photos only were taken of these items.
Wow. The search warrant, I guess, was only for digital shit that could have been used to make the videos in question. So I wonder if that's why they couldn't take that at the moment.
Yeah, because the defense could argue if they gather stuff from a search warrant that's not on the search warrant, I guess that could be, what do they call it?
They call it fruits of
a poisonous
search,
tree
basically.
or search
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. But still a fake police badge. I mean, you would think that would be illegal.
I thought it was illegal to have a fake police badge.
I thought it was too.
I mean, I get, like the little kid police badges and stuff, but like if it's a real brass with numbers and
Right.
like IMPD or Carmel PD or something of that nature, that seems like that could get you in some type of shit.
You would think. I mean, I could even see like maybe if your granddad or your dad retired or maybe got killed in the line of duty, if it's in a plaque with his, some pictures of him and this, that, and the
right,
other.
like
but
that would be okay.
This wasn't that. This wasn't that at all.
No,
I
not at
guarantee
all.
it. On May 29, 2025, Detective Sharp applied for and was granted a search warrant for the digital analysis of the Android phone found during the search warrant of Patrick Rubeck's home, granted by Judge Hooper, and the cause number, blah, blah, blah. On May 30th, 2025, the Lawrence Police Digital Forensic Unit attempted to extract the data from the Android phone referenced in the search warrant, but was unable to do so. Detective Sharp was able to access the phone since there was no passcode.
Wonder if that's another phone. Because there's the burner phone. I wonder if they got another phone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. Detective Sharp found that there was a sign in on Google with an email account of
the victim's name.
Yeah, Detective Sharp observed an app on the phone called Hushed, which is an app where you can use phone numbers not assigned to the user, but the user can select from a bank of phone numbers to use. Logged into the Hushed account was the email of prubeck@icloud.com. There's another weird app that I didn't know about called Hushed. Just pick whatever number you want to call from, or I wonder if you can even type in like somebody else's phone number. Like say I wanted to prank somebody and act like it was your number and give them some bullshit and put your number in there and it would come up the caller ID shit. I think we've seen that before.
Like you got those calls and you would call him back. You'd be like, yeah, I just missed a call from him. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't call you. And you look at your phone and you're like, this is the number that just called me. And she's like, yeah, that's my number, but it wasn't me that called. And okay, thank you. Have a good day.
That shit happens all the time.
On May 29th, Detective Sharp applied for and was granted a search warrant to conduct a digital device data analysis on the Apple iPad, an Apple MacBook, an Apple desktop computer, and a Chromebook, and a GoPro. Now, I know I got my phone and I have an iPad, but one person using all these devices, I want, that just doesn't seem right to me. I can see a person having a laptop or a, iMac computer, but all of them together, he must have some loot because we know those are expensive.
He's doing some creeping on something. I mean, you know, Kevin Gates had one for this and one for that. He had two phones, but this dude had 10 phones. Crazy.
No, not 10 phones, but he had a lot of devices.
He had a gang of shit.
On May 30th, 2025, Detective Sharp began observing the devices and found the 3 Apple devices and the Chromebook to be password protected. The detective observed the GoPro to have a USB storage drive inserted into it. The detective downloaded the GoPro storage device as evidence. The detective observed several files were saved from it. In the files was a video where it was being held by Patrick Rubeck in his bathroom and began showing an unknown woman in her bra and underwear cleaning the shower, which the detective recognized as Patrick Rubeck's shower. It appeared that Patrick was hiding the GoPro as he is shielding it with his body. The video freezes but continues to record the conversation. Other videos on the device were of him riding his motorcycle and some videos in the dark where he appears to be walking and the GoPro is concealed under clothing.
This is a creepy motherfucker, boy. So he was using his GoPro, like hiding it with his body and shit. The detective said you could tell from the way the video was, and he was recording people without them knowing it. Just a weirdo.
They're going to go through all that, you know, digital footprint and digital device, and they can track down anything. I'm sure of it.
You can't fuck around with none of these electronics no more, man. They got that shit down pat. On May 30th, Detective Sharp applied and was granted for the Gmail account that was logged into Google on the Android burner phone by Judge Moyse. Detective Sharp applied for and was granted for the Patrick Rubeck's iCloud account that was logged into the Hushed app by Judge Moyse, and both of these warrants were sent off to Gmail and Apple on May 30th, 2025.
Detective Sharp received the return for Patrick Rubeck's Gmail account from Google and began reviewing his emails. The detective found an order confirmation dated for April 7th from Amazon to Mr. Rubeck, confirming his order of Razzles gum candy being delivered to the victim in Indianapolis. He also received an email confirmation of its delivery. The detective found the order confirmation from Amazon to Mr. Rubeck, confirming his order on April 19th of a box of preserved roses that contained 4 red roses being shipped to the victim in Indianapolis. The detective also found the confirmation of its delivery as well in Mr. Rubeck's emails. Other items of interest in his emails are order and delivery notices from Amazon for hidden cameras, nanny cams, AirTags, and firefighter tools for prying.
That'd be like some kind of a tool to break into somebody's house with.
I can't imagine what's even going through this guy's mind.
Have you ever seen one of them firefighter prying things? Actually, when we was at your mom and dad's the other day when I was putting new windows in, Dad had bought one of those firefighting prying tools from an auction for like $5. This thing weighed like 50 pounds, and it's badass. It looked like something the Vikings used to fight with.
And what do you use it to? Like firefighters use it to pry indoors and shit like that when a house is on fire?
It was kind of 5 foot long and had a great big nasty hook on one side. Then it kind of looked like some kind of weird hook on the other side, like you could bust it through a door and yank a door open, or probably like pull ceilings down so they could spray water up in there. But it ain't no punk tool, man. You could bust in somebody's shit real quick with it. Even a car door, I feel like you could get into real quick. It ain't just a regular tool that you would need for anything other than firefighting or some shady shit. Detective Sharp received the data from Apple for Patrick Rubeck's iCloud account and reviewed its contents. Detective Sharp found several videos of females being filmed naked and doing sexual acts. Detective Sharp specifically found the videos and photos of the victim in question nude and performing sex acts where it didn't appear she was aware of the camera. The videos and photos of her that were sent out through the fake Instagram account were also found in Patrick's iCloud data. Also observed was a video of a collection of videos and photos of the victim. These videos appeared to have been made prior to the protection order being issued and served to him on December of 2024. Additionally, Detective Sharp found screenshots from the victim's real Instagram account of her friends and followers and followings in Patrick Rubeck's iCloud data.
So he was on her Instagram and he was like screen recording or taking screenshots of everybody she followed and everybody who followed her.
I bet he had a regular picture of her up there and started these fake social media accounts and had the list of her friends. And you know how every now and then you'll have a buddy that gets locked out or gets drunk and talks shit, and they change their accounts, make a new account. And if it's their real picture, and you remember our buddy, somebody was always hacking his Facebook account about every 3 weeks. But it was weird. It only happened when he got drunk the night before and started talking shit. And then I'd get messages, "Oh, Chop, my Facebook got hacked again. I got a new one." But you know what I mean. Right. But I bet that's what he was doing. He was planning this shit out. He don't sound like he's very stupid.
No, he actually runs this it's supposed to be a really prestige cleaning business, B-Town Cleaners. And I mean, they do commercial work, residential work. I know that they're
like
working with
girls'
a bunch of
sorority houses type shit.
Yes, that's why I'm so nervous in reading all this stuff, thinking, what's he doing with all this shit? And I've talked to some sources, and you know, they got a lot to say. Y'all want to hear it?
Hell yeah, we want to hear it.
I had somebody reach out and, you know, they assumed he was doing really good because he posted B-Town Clean all the time on his Facebook. So they asked him for a job. As soon as they started working for him, his whole demeanor changed. He was very narcissistic, would call and text me after midnight, demanded I pick up things when he never paid me gas money or he gave me here and there. He got a contract with IU for his cleaning company and the girls' sororities, and he was always trying to get on the girls' floor where he wasn't allowed without a house director.
Boy, I bet he was. I bet this is going to turn into some more shit, allegedly.
It could. What ticked me off the most was he was shorting every one of my paychecks. Dude owes me hundreds of dollars now, and sadly, I'm not even the only one. He did this to every one of the other employees, but he treated us all like shit, like we were his property, not employees.
Didn't you say that he had AirTags on everything and he was tracking all their phones, allegedly?
Yeah, a source told me that. What's weird is that he had AirTags on everything, including tracking each of our phones. There's just so much shit. One time he handed them paychecks, and her and another female that they worked together with went to the bank, and the bank made them sit there for a good 45 minutes because he didn't have any money in the bank account, allegedly.
Right.
So, boy, I mean, these are their personal experiences.
Boy, nothing used to piss me off when I was a young roofer, man, and motherfucker wouldn't have my money. You could play with me, but don't play with my paycheck, especially something I've worked for. I bet they was pissed off and aggravated as hell. Hell, man, cocaine and BMWs, they cost money, though. You know what I mean? How's he going to... Can't be just paying these people that work for you when you got car payments and dope dealers to pay.
You know, and the biggest thing that I was talking to this girl is that the girls are freaking out that are working for him because they're either not going to get paid or he was not taking taxes out on their paychecks. So that's going to screw us in the end. But he was also shorting us checks every week and not paying us the full amount that we earned. And all of us kept track of every little thing, even took pictures of the checks because he would tell us they were payroll checks and they were from a personal account he wrote himself. So he lied about every little thing. So, I mean, he was just putting these girls through. They were stressed out about it. They weren't, getting the funds that they were allegedly supposed to be receiving. I mean, there's a lot of accusations going around and they don't sound too good.
He must have some kind of connections in Bloomington, man, and or he must be a really good bullshitter or both, because it's not super, super easy to get contracts like that, especially at sorority houses, man, because, as you know, we do some work here and there at sorority houses in Bloomington, and we had to go through a little bit of shit to be able to even get into that. There's so many people competing for these jobs in Bloomington because, one, they pay good, it's constant work. I mean, so dude really fucked up a good thing there. If he had the contracts, man, to clean these sorority houses and places in these colleges, that was a hell of a good gig, man, for real.
And it seems like, he had a lot of employees doing a lot of the work for him, and they were, excellent workers. They were good workers. They were doing what they were supposed to do. I mean, he had a very reputable company, and I'm sure that it still is. The girls are working there, and hopefully they're getting paid. I mean, allegedly, I don't know if they have or they're not, but I'm just going from the source's story that, she had those experiences with him, and that's really, really unfair.
That's horrible. Well, another story of a creep.
Another story of a creep.
So, just trying to make you ladies aware, man, be careful who you're fucking with, because you never know what kind of creep that, you're messing with. People put on a good persona at first, man, and then you just don't fucking know anymore.
And let's pray they find no more victims, and the evidence that they're digging through, and
that worries
that's just scary.
The
it's
shit
just
out
scary.
of me about the girls' sorority houses, man. That's some scary shit, especially with all the devices and shit they found, and then the burglary devices, and then the lock picking devices. I mean, who knows what could have been going on, like really could have been going on.
There's so many different ways to speculate there, and I don't want to speculate at all, but it just sounds nefarious.
It's a fucked up deal.
But that's the story on good old Patrick Rubeck from Spencer, Indiana. Well, he doesn't live there anymore. When we were kids, that's where we all went to school and lived.
We got some more Patreon members we'd like to give a shout out and thanks to. We got Travis, we got Shalonda, we got Sierra, we got Amber, and we have Miss Kitty, whoever that is. We really enjoy you guys supporting us. We enjoy doing this show for you. We try to support you, keeping you aware. So support us and help us keep the lights and now keep the heat on in the studio. So if you would like to support us, go to
www.patreon.com/69south.
Kick us out any way you can. Until then, have a good day, good evening, whatever.